What's up, YouTube? It's your main man, AB the Hero, back again with another video. Today I'm out here in LA still with my man, talking with Fresh. Say what's up to the people.
What's going on?
Hey, we out here with the BBB Experience, chilling, hanging out, having a good time, politicking, putting some work together, you know what I'm saying? It's all love, everything is great, and we're just having a momentous occasion, you feel me? Alright, get this down. Alright, man, so it's been a good couple of days, I'll say.
Yeah, definitely.
He got out here yesterday. What time you flew in?
Flight touchdown about 9:30 in the morning.
Alright. Then yesterday I was out at Runyon Canyon out in the Hollywood Hills while he wasn't here yet, so he didn't go. Dope experience. I got some great footage that I'm gonna add to like a what's up a BBB Experience LA vlog type situation, you know what I'm saying? But then we pulled up on what the chicken spot, Pollo Loco out here, man. That chicken crazy.
Well, I don't do the meat, so
yeah.
It's still good.
Yeah, it was fire.
Yes.
He got a burrito. The burrito looked so good. I ate the chicken and then had to go back and get my own burrito. It was so fire. So I'm out here putting on that weight, eating good. Nah, man, but then what else we do yesterday? Pulled up, politic, me and him brainstormed some ideas to like do moving forward. Then we touch. Oh, you know what? Let me set this up. I do want to do this real quick. This would be a dope move. Then we. I don't have it on here. Nope. Nah. So after we politic for a little bit. Then we went down to the Big Baller Brands warehouse. All love down there. Mellow to the JBA. I feel like I told y'all that already, but you know, it's whatever. But no, so that was good, man. So how has your experience been out here so far?
It's been cool. I mean, it's my first time to LA, so just that experience alone has been pretty good. Got a chance to link up with one of my homeboys from college. Went out to dinner last night. Meeting some good people. Of course, it's the first time I got a chance to actually in person meet with AB. So we chopped it up quite a few times, over the phone and whatnot. But I mean, it's just been cool. I'm looking forward to meeting more people and making the connections that trying to make and things of that nature. So just seeing what the rest of this weekend has in store.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. It's a good time. I feel like that's the one thing that I've enjoyed so far. Is all good people. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that there hasn't been anybody who we come in contact with who I felt like, you know what I'm saying, wasn't genuine and didn't like, just wasn't eager to like be around and all of that stuff, man. It's all love.
Definitely.
All right, here we go. Boom. This. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get this so that we could. There it is. Bang bang. All right, let's go back to the studio. Yeah, man. So let's see. Tell me about how you feel about like being out here, man. Give me your what's your plan? Like what you trying to get? Like what's your experience? You know what I'm saying? What?
Well, I mean, for those that don't know, I have my own site. It's called Fresh Sports Talk. I do a lot of, as you may know, some of you may know, I do Big Baller Brand content. So anything that stretches from LeVar, Big Baller Brand as a whole, Lonzo, Leandro, LaMelo, basically in trying to put in a positive light, but just whatever I can do to push the brand forward in a more positive direction. Still try to be as objective as I can, but there's the haters out there that don't necessarily agree with how things are going with how Big Baller Brand goes. I kind of let them do that, and I have the freedom and flexibility to speak on however I want to. So no one can tell me, which way I can spin it. And that's the good thing about it. But I've always kind of liked how they've gone about their business and the direction that they're taking, and I just kind of want to see it, more on a hands-on experience myself. See if I can really see the inner dwellings of the entire operation as much as I can. So that's the reason why I came out here.
I will say that I think being out here and seeing everything, hands on the ground, like behind the scenes, talking to people, like I mentioned this a couple times in other videos, that like there is a lot more going on than what you may think. What I'm saying? Like it's a little bit more strategic, it's a little bit more strategized. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. And that's the thing. I think since they're so in your face with it, it's kind of hard to really. Put it this way: when Nike was, I'm pretty sure starting off, it was pretty much a different experience. And since LeVar is so outspoken, we got Lonzo pushing his shoe right from the jump. We're seeing everything unfold in a way that we've never seen. So it's really like a consumer-driven experience when you really think about it. So we're like right there seeing everything just from the consumer experience, kind of unfold. It's pretty unique.
And and I think it's super unique because this is like, it feels like real people. So like with this consumer-driven experience, I think that like you feel like you know LeVar, you feel like you know Allen, you feel like you know all the boys, everybody. Whereas with some other companies, if the CEO of Nike walked in the room,
I wouldn't recognize him.
Most wouldn't recognize. You don't know how many kids you got, you don't know nothing about it. But this feels so like real, to the point where some folks like me and you who cover this in like our own regard for our own reasons, like it's so real that there's real people who then reach out, you know what I mean? And then it's not like the handler or like I'm gonna have my intern talk to you and set it up, and it's like the person who you like looking at who runs it, the CEO, all of this stuff is like, I want to meet you, where I don't think you get that with any of these major corporations, which makes this a super, even more of a dope experience.
Definitely, and I haven't written about this in terms of just from what I've seen. Some of y'all saw that I went to the Atlanta tryouts, and one of the things that I noticed was, and I did tweet about this, it's a real extremely close, tight-knit family type experience that they have, and it's almost like you've seen Goodfellas.
Right,
where they talk about how they don't really let outsiders into their little circle.
Drake, no new friends.
No new friends, that's what it is. So that's kind of the way they operate. So it's real strategic in terms of making sure that whoever is a part of what's going on, that you're 100% in what they're doing. Because if you're not 100% in, then you can easily kind of flake out and kind of go your separate ways. And they really want people who are all the way in, really believe in what they're doing. And if they got to do it on the inside and kind of do it from the inside with the family, that's kind of the way that they operate. And it's pretty cool to see that, especially for it being so big.
So big, Which is, I feel like one of the mantras that I keep hearing when I'm listening to people talk is like the ability to block out the noise. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're doing something different that has never been done before, there's going to be so many people who are critical, say you should have did it this way, you should have did it that way. But like with little to no information. So like in order to keep pushing forward, you have to be able to block out the noise. And I think that that's what you get when you have that tight circle. In order to be in there and live in it, you have to be able to block out the noise, keep your head down, and then not be distracted by what's all happening with everybody else. But So I think that I feel like a small blessing for the fact that in such a tight-knit circle, no new friends, good fellas, like they would even allow us to come in and experience all of that, and then for it not to feel like, and this is something I've been talking about too, not to feel like I just showed up yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And like going back to what you said, I mean, we kind of all saw this last year. What was it, around March or so, when LeVar really hit the national circuit, and then you saw all the backlash. It's kind of hit like a wave. It was pretty crazy. But still, through all that, you know, they managed to still keep everything, you know, consistent in terms of how they operate, and that kind of speaks back to what, you know, we were talking about with the in-house strategy that they have. Because anybody else, they'd be like, hey man, you kind of tripping right now, whatever the case may be, let's kind of scale it back. They're like, nah, we're going to be who we are, we're not going to change, and if you don't like it, that's fine, but if you like, then you can roll with us. And that's kind of the reason why they've managed to be successful and build the niche following that they have, because people like that the realness that you know, LeVar comes off with, and how close the family is. So they've been able to block out, you know, a lot of the nonsense and continue to push forward. So that's always been pretty cool to see.
I think that is a big deal. The realness, I feel like that's one of the draws that people have to the brand. And like I was saying earlier, with real people, is like you see people you know inside of everybody. You know what I'm saying? So like at the JVA trials, talking to some players who feel like LeVar remind them of like their dad, remind them of their uncle. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like all of that. So that's why to other folks, it seems like, man, you're doing something crazy. We don't know what that's about. But to like people who kind of get it, it just looked like, yo, that right there, what you just said is the same thing that my uncle or my dad would have said at the cookout. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of why I appreciate the experience and everybody involved so much. It's just real folks, man. Yeah. Real folks.
Definitely.
I wanted to take a break real quick, and then so yesterday, like I said, we were over at the BBB warehouse, and me and my guy Brandon, talking with Fresh, we teamed up on like a little video. I already released it on the channel, man, but if y'all haven't seen it, I want to play it real quick, and then we'll come back and then we'll talk, get into some of the chat, and answer some questions and all that stuff. Let's go. What's up, YouTube? This your main man, AB the Hero, back again with another video, and I'm coming to you live today from an undisclosed location. I'm at the Big Baller Brand warehouse, and there's been a lot of speculation and misconceptions out there, so I wanted to do a behind the scenes inspection of the warehouse just to get to the bottom of this stuff. Let's go.
BBB, that's on me. BBB, rep the team. BBB, chasing dreams. BBB, we gon' do our thing. BBB, that's on me. BBB, rep the team.
As you can see, the merch is in the building, all right? Now, I haven't seen anybody working in here yet, but you never know. Oh,
What you doing here?
What you doing here?
I'm doing an investigation.
I'm trying to get a job at the customer service department.
Well, actually, man, I'm here to test out the product myself, man.
Ooh, ooh, Zio, get off, hey, whoa, yeah, hey, whoa, let me get off, hey, diamonds on my neck and wrist, they get off, hey, I came this far, you know I get off, ooh, Zio, get off, hey, whoa, yeah, hey, whoa, let me get off, hey, diamonds on my neck and wrist, get off, hey, I had no choice, you know I had to get off, said I had to get off, so what you think I'm doing, closing, and I gotta keep it moving.
Now this was exclusive, that BBB Experience. You know what I'm saying? What you think?
A1, baby.
A1. A1. You gotta know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who at least gonna get you on the line. You feel me?
Don't tell LeVar we here.
Oh yeah, and hey, don't you tell LeVar I was here, cause you know how that is. It's a secret. Shh. Hey. Oh, Zio, get off. Nah, man. I don't know. Also, if y'all haven't, y'all noticed, I got a new hoodie on. I got to update it. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. So I'm gonna mix it up a little bit more. Young Virginia Seskis in the building. Also, check this out though while we here. Hey. Oh. Hey, got the basketball bottom, man, so you can do your thing. Hey, so we was off in the warehouse yesterday, got merched up a little bit, so them ZO2s, you know what I'm saying? I got them, that Laker colorway action going. He got them with that red October version. Yep. So what did you think about the gear? You know what I'm saying? The shoes. You know what I'm saying? You obviously got to try them on. You hooped in them a little bit. What was your take on it?
Well, I mean, first, you never really know until you actually get a chance to, you know, test wear it in some kind of way. Like you saw, I got the slides on. I'm not a slides person. I don't think I've ever worn slides like that for real. Probably I did like flip flops, you know, a little bit back in the day, but I've never really been a slides person. So when I put them on, I'm like, it's cool, you know, feels good, very comfortable. It has a nice little bottom to it. That's one of the things I really noticed. Y'all probably seen LeVar come and talk about, you know, the grip on the bottom, so it fits really nice. But the shoes, the ZO2s, I really like the red color. I mean, that's probably the one that really stood out to me when he first showed them, like when they put the Independence Day collection out. That's one that really caught my eye. Like, pretty nice. And then when you get the chance to feel them, feel like they say it's real light. It just feels. I mean, it's a basketball shoe. So I mean, we didn't hoop a whole lot in it. You know what I'm saying? They had a little quick one-on-one session. Had to put the spin move on them real quick.
I gave him all buckets. You see, I just want to throw out there, the handle is crazy. It's like that in real life. That wasn't special effects. That's just real game out here.
Yeah, you got a little something, but no, I mean, they fit good. I mean, what's your take on them? This is your first time really getting.
I would say I was pleasantly surprised, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I've heard so many different reviews on the shoes, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the price tag. Yeah. But like, I feel like when you put your foot in there, they feel comfortable just off the rip, you know what I'm saying? And then like, for a brand new shoe, when we did hoop a little bit, I didn't feel like I needed to be like, So, obviously you can see my feet work was immaculate in there, you know what I'm saying? The jump shot was working, you know what I mean? So I thought they were good. The sandals, I wear slides too, and I guess I was probably more excited about the slides because I feel like I've heard more about them, about the cushioning on them.
The slides, they I think University have gotten pretty good reviews.
Yeah, exactly. So I was excited about that, but then also, man, I was excited just to see all of the different colorways, you know what I'm saying, that we did get to see. We didn't see everything. We didn't go through all the shelves and pull out all the stuff, but the red ones, you know what I'm saying, he had the Laker colorway ready to go, and just how dope they look in person, and then also how they feel on your feet. I will say that Brandon here was down there, tied the shoes up so tight. We get ready to hoop. He got them things laced up so tight.
I was trying to hurry up and get them because that's how they came out the box. They already had it laced up for me. So I was like, okay, let me hurry up and put it in so we can go ahead and get the footage done. I don't hoop like that when tighten all the way up to the top like that. But I don't want to go ahead and clown me like that. But you know, they did have me looking like my shoes was choked for a second. But we figured it out. We got it situated.
We couldn't do the video with the straight jacket lacing system on there, so no, it was good though, man. I like the merch too, man. I feel like the one thing that I regret personally is, you know what I'm saying, before the extra large was too big. I've been eating so much this weekend that I need the extra large. So, you know what I'm saying, I gotta lose a little weight so I can get down just to that regular large, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, it's all good, man. I feel like it was a dope experience there, and then not only testing out the stuff and getting to wear it and taking some home, like it was cool to see like their behind the scenes process of stuff, right? So like the capabilities that they have in their like little factory or warehouse, where while they don't create all of the merch in the warehouse, like they have the ability to do that, you know what I'm saying? Like if they wanted to customize some ABD Hero gear, we could have jumped that off yesterday, you know what I'm saying? But then they also like, so they've just got so many different ways now to like really get the merch out to everybody, that I felt like that was dope. And I feel like it was really cool when you think about the merch and you think about where it came from, and really like this humble beginnings.
Yeah.
And then to be there and have all of that stuff on the shelves is like, was wild to hear, where they used to like press it up themselves, and now they got other people to do that for them worldwide. So I thought that was cool to see and hear. And then we got to look at the like Lady Ballers line, Baby Ballers, all that stuff coming, you know what I'm saying? So that's dope, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was cool, man. It was a great experience, man. Great experience so far. Today is supposed to be a great day as well. We're gonna bust up to Chino Hills today.
What?
Yeah, we in Chino at the estate, so it's gonna be litty again up that way. What else? And it'll be cool because they are going to start with the Facebook show we'll be filming today, so we'll get to see the behind the scenes of that. And which is crazy because were they at the trials you were at, the Facebook show people? When I was in Chicago, the Facebook show people were there, so it was like wow to see all these cameramen and us stuff following people around. But so they'll be there today, and then we'll politic and have some more meetings. But the BBB Experience, man, it's legit. The ball estate. I will say this though, when
George King, what's up?
When we pull up and if everything go cool, and then and over the summer, if I could get to rock out with the JBA folks, if I pull up in your city, if you want to see the handles in person and you want me to rock you down, at the Hezo, let me know. We'll set some up. We'll get a one-on-one on the court, you know what I'm saying?
And make sure you film it though, man.
Yeah, and I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna put it on the channel. I want to have a summer mixtape where I'm just mixing all of my subscribers and everybody who check out the channel. I just throw a highlight where I'm just drop it and bring it back.
You ain't gotta do them like that.
I got to though.
You ain't got to.
I have to.
Come on, man.
When them Wilson basketballs coming, you get merch to sell on your channel site. You know what? Never mind.
Don't give it to me.
No, but I will say you will be able to cop the basketballs pretty soon.
Coming soon.
Yeah, coming soon for sure. So be on the lookout. Get your paper straight though, because you know how it is.
Yeah.
It's a luxury brand. You know what I mean? Well, I personally though am going to start looking into like some merch, you know what I'm saying, like for the channel and all that stuff, you know what I mean? It would be dope to get that BBB ABD Hero merch jumping out the gym, you know what I'm saying? That would be live. That collaboration, man. Can I ask y'all that question though? If let's say we had the BBB ABD Hero collaboration on the merch, would anybody be interested in it? You're not gonna hurt my feelings if you say no, I understand. But that would be dope, man.
That might be crazy, man. That might set something off right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get in my bag and get some designs going and try to pitch it. That would be wild though. That would be a dream come true type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Melo is the youngest basketball player, high schooler, first ever with his own shoe. You know what I'm saying? I would feel just like that if Jordan called me and was like, yo, we're trying to get you them ABD Hero Jordans. I'm like, yo, we're trying to get you them ABD Hero, Big Baller Brand boys. Can you get the merch? So, we'll see. Let me see, man. Anybody else got any pressing questions? Talk about. Oh, the heck. Also, what did y'all think of the video? I want to know. I thought the video was dope, man. Tell me what you think of that video that we shot. That would be fire, exactly what I'm saying. Oh, whose journey was lying about that? Oh, where my boy at? Oh, I see. Dang, ain't no lie. I'm trying to see what we got any good questions or something coming through. Let me get some shout outs to everybody in here. So we got oh boy Clash Royale, what's good? George King in here. Javrai _ what's up? Grimjaw19, he in here. Andrew, what's good? Eric Famous, Robert O'Neill, Slay Me the Hero is in here. That's still just a little bit weird. It's all good. Eric Famous, I Eat Food, the Dre Check.
Oh, Ruthie, I see she got a question.
Ruthie Huey.
Oh, yeah, I haven't. I do got a couple from Philly. Ruthie. Yeah, it's been kind of crazy these past few days. As you can see, I'm out here on the West Coast, so haven't had a chance to really connect with. You already know. Let me throw it up the right way.
Oh, yeah.
Throw it up the right way.
I was about to get in there, and I ain't
throw it up the right way.
What's sweet?
Yes, we're on the West. I'm on the West Coast right now, so I haven't really had a chance to really connect with some of the players that I've normally been connecting with to get the interviews. But trust me, you'll hear a lot from me real soon on that note. But definitely thank you for your support. Checking out the site freshsportstalk.com. But yeah, there'll definitely be a lot more content coming from the JBA, Ball family, things of that nature. You'll definitely get a lot of those player interviews, whether it be digital, whether it be myself conducting them on my platform. So yeah, you'll be getting a lot. Trust me.
Petroidi boy, what's up? Sherwin Cooper, what's up? Megan H. Mega Triple H. I be throwing that off, man. Awana Shaleen, what's good?
Oh, yeah, that's about the
Virginia Seskis in here. Did y'all see the Jello 3s in person? Nah.
I did see the NB1s.
We seen the NB1s on the shelf. This is the thing, like we walked through there, but it wasn't like, hey, we're gonna show y'all all of the products here and y'all can see it all. So just walking through there, I seen the NB1s on the shelf and all of that stuff. I feel like he even asked like for a second, like if you wanted to try some on or like you wanted some NB1s.
Yeah, he did.
Or something.
Yeah. But I'd already had
he already broke the red ones in, so we hooped in them already.
Yeah.
All right, but so I don't know. We didn't see any G3s in there.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we go back and we can get an up close look at them G3s. Maybe dunk on somebody in them.
Yeah, I think they're trying to keep them under wraps. You know, they're gonna hit y'all over the head with those here in a second. So
yeah.
I think they probably had them in another room where we couldn't really see them. You know what I'm saying? So.
It's all coming. You get your merch to sell channel. Let's see. That would be TYT Sports and whose journey was lying about JBA players signing contracts after the trials. Yeah, I don't think that happened. I don't think that, not like right after, hey, sign this, because you got to talk to people's parents, you got to do all of that. So there's a lot of due diligence that has to happen, making sure people's ages and stuff is right. So nah, it wasn't a right away thing. Let's see, always ride with you. Appreciate that. Bryce Donald, DJ Dupree, Juan Ortega, Kevin Poe. The vid was dope. Keep up the great work. Appreciate that. The vid was fire. That's exclusive. That's what I'm saying. We're trying to give you that exclusive. I feel like there's no point in being out here and then not giving like an inside scoop on some things that you probably wouldn't
Definitely.
have heard before. And one thing I do appreciate is like they aren't like, we're gonna show you this but don't tell nobody, this is a secret, hey, this is, I feel like we're saying, it's about that customer experience. And then talking with them, a lot of them feel like, yo, we just don't have time to share this story, right? So it's dope for them to bring like me, Brandon, around to like be a conduit almost to share that story in some regards. And then I think too, when you look at the work that we work on, it's all about positivity. It's about like the bigger picture and understanding what's happening here, understand that there's real life people involved. And then so I think that is also part of the reason why like they're so open and honest and like just so accepting of us and letting us kind of hang out and be around. Videos are always fire, man. I'm trying to take it to the next level, man. So they fire now, but in the future, man, I want them to be so fire, like it's hard to watch. Like your eyeballs is burning out because it's just like it's too much.
The flames.
Yeah, like you gotta watch it like 6 times because you blinking so much because the fire is so crazy. What's homie to the left? I'm a support homie. There you go.
Oh, what's up, Mike B? Appreciate the love, bro.
Give me a shout out. Nothing wrong with looking at exactly. Nothing wrong with looking ahead. Thank you, B Will. She said thank you for answering her question. Hi, Kevin Durant. You know what's funny? I was just in the hotel and like I was looking for the bathroom and I asked one of the dudes who work here where is it at, and he said, "You look like Kevin Durant." So somebody just told me that like 5 minutes ago.
They didn't realize that you're about 7.
I know,
8 inches.
he a whole foot taller than me. But I used to get Kevin Durant, and I used to get Kevin Hart all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when I was like in college and I was like Diesel, I used to get T.O. all the time because we had the same vibe. I used to wear the shades with the glass and I had a whole thing.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. If I'm like ready to do, back in the day when I was like thought I was a super duper star playing football, like I had T.O. vibe. not like as crazy as him, but I was at the playground one day with my son and this like little girl, I could hear her whispering to her mama. She's like, "Is that Kevin Hart?" She's like, "Is that Kevin Hart?"
Kevin Hart's about
yeah.
a foot shorter than you.
Yeah, I was like,
crazy.
look, I just died laughing because she was whispering, but she said it so loud that like everybody could hear. Like confidential papers, not contracts. Oh, I didn't realize that was the guy from Fresh Talk Sports. Yep.
It's me. What's up?
Slam Dunk Kevin Durant. There's a YouTube channel. It'll be debunk all the elite media haters.
I do is just,
That's what with this summer.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna get my dog on YouTube.
I got a channel and I got a few videos, but I mean the writing is really where that's really what I do. That's really where I can really. His thing is more on the content videos, and as you can tell, I mean I can talk and whatever, but putting it all together, I probably need him to like really get my stuff really going because it's a lot of work that goes into it.
That's what I'm saying. That's one thing we can do is because it's all about having a process to make it. You know what I'm saying? So then it's easy and it's efficient, and you can do it a lot. And then because you already got the writing stuff down, so it's just a matter of taking the stuff that you write and then putting it in video form. You know what I'm saying?
And like I said, I got some that's just the time, and then I got to do all the editing. So I mean, like I said, that's really not my forte. I can churn out content on the keyboard like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where my creative juices flow a lot easier, and I don't have to feel like the stress of trying to do the editing and all that. Because I can, obviously, as I can see, I can talk, I can, articulate and form an opinion the same way I do on my website or whatever. But it's just, that's not really the thing I put a lot of the time and effort into. You know what I'm saying? So, but my man AB, if he hook it up, I might see a little bit more. Maybe we might do a little bit more of what we're doing now. If y'all like it, y'all let us know. If y'all like to see a little bit more collaboration video wise, we can definitely cook some stuff up for you.
100%, man. We're gonna get in the kitchen. Had the wrist working like a stir
I was gonna
fry.
do it, but I figured you'd probably do it better than I do, so I didn't want to
You
pick it
didn't
up for him. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
And that's what I need today. That's my job for the day. Now that I got you here, I want to do a what's that dance called? The shoot dance. I want to do a shoot compilation where everywhere we go, I want to get like a.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to teach me that.
All right. Spread the word. See more collabs. The collabs is coming, man. That's the beautiful thing about all of this, man, is the collabs is coming. I feel like, especially if we start getting the opportunity to focus on doing all of this stuff, it'll be easier to collab and make these things work and happen, man. So
If this what y'all want, just let us know, and it's like economic supply and demand. You know what I mean? If there's demand for it, then you might be able to supply it. So just let us know.
Y'all had that good chemistry. Oh Jesus.
We do got good chemistry. Appreciate it.
Y'all be killing me sometimes, man. Nah, man, but let's see, what else is there out here in the streets to talk about? I just want to throw one thing out here, all right? And I'm gonna keep it real simple. The whole purpose of like even me talking about or having this channel or doing anything is I felt like this was a great opportunity to like push positive narratives, right? I think that a lot of times what I noticed is in the main media, what tends to sell is this doomsday approach, right? It's like, yo, the end of the world is coming, like this is the worst thing that ever happened. And when they go with that hot take, you then get an uptick in views, so then people go to do that, right? But I think that what the main media misunderstands or doesn't give enough value to is that there's people who like love to hear the positive side, right? So there's two sides to every story. There's like, when you're taking a chance on a different opportunity, there's a maybe this won't happen, what happens if it fails, and what happens if it's great, right? So if you're gonna speculate, to me the speculation should be on the like what will happen if this works out, you know what I'm saying? So like with this channel, and that's why you see a lot of my content is around like the positive side of things, because that's what to me is most important. I always talk about this. I like have spent a lot of my career working with like youth, or what they'll call at-risk youth, or like young adults who have been going through some things, right? Which is also what appeals me to like the JVA stuff. But when in talking with them, what I hear a lot of times is this feeling of like it's over, like I made this mistake, I did this thing wrong, and now I can't bounce back from it. So when I was talking to 16, 17, 13-year-olds who've been in and out of system involvement, foster care, DCS, probation, all of these things, and they feel like my world is over now, my parents don't love me, all of these things. And what I would try to convince them of is like the opportunity is still there, right? You still have so much time in your life to like change your stars. And then so what I started doing is using like people who they recognized to like share their story, to show them that like people who've actually made it have came from where you came from, right? So what I noticed, and which made me start talking about the Ball family, is that the media would try to point it as like, oh, you just did this, like it's over, you can't bounce back from this, you just ruined somebody's life. But then what I witnessed and realized is that they have a greater opportunity than most kids who I ever work with, right? There's kids who I work with who would love to play basketball. There's something going on at home, so they can't even, and this is personal experience for me, is I grew up playing football. I only played 1 year of high school football because my mother was super sick, and I spent most of my time growing up taking care of her than I could like being at school, right? So I missed a ton of days. So I had to go the long way to even play Division I football. I was obviously talented enough. So what I like about what LeVar and Big Baller Brandon are doing is, instead of like seeing it as a door closed, they just see it as an opportunity to open up a new lane. You know what I'm saying? So like, even though the slogan is stay in your lane, I feel like they get to operate in so many different lanes. And to me, like, that's what the message that I want to like spread to folks is like, yo, things bad are going to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have a bad experience, but you don't have to, like, it don't have to be, you don't have to jump out the window. You don't have to like act like it's the end of the world, when all you got to do is change course, right? So like, I don't know, that's just the point of my channel. And so with a lot of the negativity and drama that comes with being on YouTube and like doing social media stuff, like, I try not to get into it, because for me, like, that's against my message. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got into that and I started talking about all of the negativity and all of that stuff and started engaging in drama and all of that, I wouldn't feel right. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night, because I'd be acting out of character. And that's just my vibe, man. I want to be able to be AB, the hero, 24 hours a day.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree. And one thing that, you know, because I'm also an educator by trade as well, and I talk to so many, you know, young kids, you know, all the time. And one of my biggest messages is, you know, follow your passion. What's your passion? What are you passionate about? Whatever you're passionate about, that's what you need to pursue. So whether it's, you know, sports, if it's being in education, if it's being a doctor, if it's being a gamer, a YouTuber, whatever the case may be, if you have an interest and a passion in that right now, that's the thing that you need to spend a lot of your time and energy. And specifically about the JBA, you know, these kids, it's almost like they are dying to express themselves and share their story. And there's some, and you got a chance to talk to some of them at the trials you went to. Even before I went to the Atlanta tryout, you know, I've been able to reach out. You know, some of y'all probably seen some of the interviews I've done, and you know, I've talked to some of them over the phone, and they just have so much stuff. Their stories are all so unique. Yeah. And the thing about the JBA is regardless if this lasts for them 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, whatever the case may be, they have taken the first step in following their passion and their dream, to where they can look back and say, you know what, I gave it a shot. It worked out or it didn't work out. Now I can go to the next move. Exactly. So if they want to go back to college and pursue something else, they can, but they can always tell their parents, their friends, family, children one day that, you know what, there was a new league that started. I didn't get a chance coming out of high school, and I went for it. You know, so I was a part of the JBA league. And that's what it's all about. That's what LeVar and Big Baller Brand are trying to create, and that's what, you know, makes me want to continue to share that, because that's the message that really needs to be put out of the opportunities that are being created. 100%. And it's not just from the players; it's also other individuals that are getting opportunities based on the league that you may have never heard about. Yeah. You know, like I said, it's really about to get crazy around here. But that's just really a lot of good things. A lot of good things that are coming out, and those of y'all that have been supportive of what they've been doing up to this point, you really haven't seen much of anything. Like, we've been kind of fortunate right now to kind of know some of these inner dwellings, especially with the JBA league, but it's about to hit some people over the head with it for real.
100%. I think that's one of the cool things too, as you mentioned, is like, these players are getting a hell of an opportunity, but like, there's a lot of other folks who like even us included, who are getting the opportunity to come out here and even talk about it, you know what I'm saying, through like this other lane, you know what I'm saying? So the traditional sense of covering media, and you went to school for 199 years and you did this and you walked your woo and you whoa and you interned over at ESPN, and then all of these loops that you got to get through, like, I feel like there's a new lane that's being created by being able to be consistent, be dedicated, and talk about things that you're passionate about, that folks who are out here listening to and then saying, yo, I want to give you an opportunity because you are touching the people in a way that these other folks aren't doing. I think that that's dope. But I will say, man, and just to kind of get into some of the JBA stuff, man, it's coming down the pipeline, man. It's gonna be lit. The experience is gonna be lit, man. Just the things that they have planned, even the rollout, you know what I'm saying, and like what that's gonna look like. To me, I feel like it's gonna be a super crazy experience. So I would be on the lookout for a lot of big things with that. Pen speak louder for you. Starting to notice your pen speak louder for you. Oh, BB and JB great writers too, yo. Now, JB creating opportunity, exactly, man. So I'll be around, man. And
yes, anybody between the ages of 17 to 19, so whether they're European or whatever, I don't think that, to my knowledge, is not a...
No, it don't matter. If you just would have had to come to one of the tryouts and get in. And so that was one of the big things I feel like they talked about, is wanting to see you in person, you know what I'm saying? So you just couldn't sit in a highlight tape. You had to come in and actually put work in to do it, you know what I mean? So
like a job interview, basically.
Yeah. Because it's more than basketball. Like it's all basketball, right? But when you start thinking about being a professional athlete, that entails more than just being able to put the ball in the hole. Like, now obviously the better you put the ball in the hole, you know what I'm saying, like the more you don't have to be as good as some of the other things, you know what I'm saying? but you still got to have those other things in place. And let me tell you this is some of the other cool stuff that is coming down the pipeline when you start talking about opportunities for JVA players. Financial literacy courses through, like, and not just like me and Brandon sitting down with them and talking to them about money, like big banks who do this are partnering with the BBB and the JBA to come in and provide financial literacy courses. Being able to conduct interviews or be interviewed and do that professionally, training for that. So we're talking about not just like, again, not me and Brandon sitting there being like, well, let's tell y'all about interviews. Large media companies who are partnering with the BBB and the JBA coming in to sit down and hold sessions with these kids to teach them how to be able to conduct themselves in an interview and talk, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of preparation that these kids will be able to get on the court, but then also off the court, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is not a, just fly by night, Mickey Mouse bubblegum type thing. Like, this is like real deal. Like, it's about to get serious, and this, they're really treating this and putting this as a high priority in terms of their umbrella of everything else that they have going on with Big Baller Brand. And this is just, this is really just the beginning in terms of really laying the framework down for how this is supposed to go. But just some of the things that AB just mentioned, with the financial literacy, the interview preparation, there's so many other things that haven't really come to light just yet, and that you'll probably start hearing a lot more on a much larger scale and whatnot. But that's what I was saying, y'all just gonna have to stay tuned. There's a lot of stuff that's cooking down in the pot.
Cooking in the pot. And I'm gonna tell you this other thing too, which is super dope, and I feel like I talked about it briefly in another video, is if you are playing in the JBA, especially in this inaugural season, if you get to a point where, like, you do what you got to do, basketball is just not your thing, it's not going the other way. The way the company is expanding, like, they're going to also try to give these players jobs within the company.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy to me.
Yep.
Like, you can go play in the NBA, and once you're done, like, it ain't no other opportunity there unless you had a great relationship, what, you know what I'm saying? But they're prepared almost to give these 64 players after this is over, like, yo, you could come work in the BBB. That's crazy to me. That's wild, and that's a blessing.
Definitely.
Let's see what we got here, man. much old need be?
17 to 19, 20.
I will tell you this: the JBA team will be playing internationally, and they will be pulling up in country. If you're not in the United States, they'll be pulling up in the country near you, and you'll be able to tell if the JBA is better than the LKL. You'll be able to tell if the JBA is better than the CBA and the Euro League and all of this, because they will be pulling up. And I'm gonna tell you that is they come in the rec shop. It's some dudes just from the tryouts. Now I haven't seen them all work cohesively, but I can tell you that if they out of these 64 players, if they take the top 10, 15 across the country or across the world and play games, it's gonna be drama out here.
Yeah,
they're gonna crack heads.
There's some nice ones in the league right now. I've seen. Atlanta was crazy. Like Atlanta was a good group of people there at that Atlanta one. So y'all gonna see some guys that you're like, man, why they not at such and such place? Like what happened? And then that goes back to what we were talking about with some of these stories. I mean, similar to what AB was talking about, with his situation in high school. A lot of them had very similar things happen, whether it was a parent that died or had to take care of whatever, or they had something internally going on with them that they just weren't able to devote their time and attention, or they had to sit out a year, whatever the case may be, that they got overlooked. But it didn't mean that they didn't have the skill set to play high major D1 basketball or whatever. And you're going to start seeing some of these players in the JBA league that you're going to be wondering, hey, why they won that Duke or something.
Yeah, hold on. How did he?
Kind of where?
Yeah, how you slipped through the cracks? Yeah,
exactly.
Why you ain't over there with Calipari? I'm telling you, I feel like even if you watch the little bit of clips that I posted from the games, you see a couple dudes with some talent, size, and ability to move, and that was in like an intense environment where it wasn't strategized for a player to specifically to show his talent. You know what I mean? Like, you had to, in order to really make one of these squads, one of the coolest things that I thought was talking to players afterwards, right? And with the trial process, there'd be players who would be like, man, I didn't get the ball, I didn't get to do what. But then if you watch other players who got the ball, who end up making the squad, those are players that even the guys on the court deferred the ball to. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Those are dudes who, when they played point guard and they were inbounding the ball, was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and everybody would give it up. Or there were guys who somebody would be like, yo, pass it to me, and he'd up and then just go ahead and go to work. You know what I'm saying? So you've seen dudes who like really about that life, and then everybody in the room could really notice that they were really about that ball is life. So it's some talent, man.
Yeah.
It's some talent.
Let's see, might be. Somebody said, what do you expect from this upcoming JBA season? Do you think he'll expand? Who is he? He who?
I think he'll expand his game.
Yeah, let's know who you're talking about.
Melo.
Talking about Melo? If you're talking about Melo, then yeah. I think, and this is the thing, and I'll just touch on this real quickly, specifically about Melo. I thought he elevated his game a lot for this specific reason. First of all, he was able to be in a professional environment. He got a chance to see something different that he wasn't going to ever see in high school. You're playing against grown men, grown professional men who either came from playing Division I basketball or been playing professional basketball for years. It was a very competitive league. LKL league was a very competitive league. And to see when he was able to get some pretty good playing time, you saw a lot of flashes, things that 16-year-olds just wouldn't have been able to do. I don't care how talented they are, they just don't have the skill set to be able to do some of the things that he was able to do while he was over there. So I think the JBA is going to be the same thing. These players are better than the players he would have seen playing for Chino Hill.
100%.
You know, you're not going to get that type of competition. These are hungry guys. They be like, okay, Melo, that's cool. We playing in the league. We ain't studying that.
Yeah.
We coming for the throat just like, if you were just anybody else. So he's going to get challenged just like he would anywhere else. So this is going to be another way for him to be even more comfortable. I'm not sure how comfortable he was being so far away from home, but he'll be comfortable, be able to expand his game, be trained by LeVar the way that he's been used to. So I think y'all are going to really see some real cool stuff in this league from Melo and everybody else.
I'd 100% agree. And I would say, I think it'll be interesting because, like you said, everybody here, this is their shot. Like, they're passionate about this, you know what I'm saying? Like, you talk to those kids, you see, like in one of my videos, the kid got outside and he's, like, screaming this is such an opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Like, and one of the questions I ask a lot of them is, like, how many of y'all really thought when you walked in here today, like, you were going to be selected, right? And it was kind of interesting to see there were a few of them who, like, just felt like I knew it, and then there was some who was like, man, I don't know, I just knew if I played my game, if I did X, Y, Z, like, I would make the squad. And I feel like in both cases, those players are going to continue that mind state moving into the JBA, right? So while I think Melo is going to be the face of it, I think this is going to be, to me, this basketball is going to be tougher than LKL basketball because while these dudes is professional, they dogs.
Yeah.
They need it. This is, they need to come to the court and provide a great basketball experience, but then also, like, this is a springboard to something else, you know what I'm saying? So I think this is going to be tough. Like, it's going to be dudes who, like, the only person on the court I recognize is you, so I know I got to bust your head, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be good basketball, man. It's going to be great basketball. Let's see. So,
We got closing in an hour? It's not.
we are?
Yeah.
You see that? Oh, yeah, dang. 57. So, shout out. Season tickets, that's what's up, man. Let me say, I want to say, I feel like we could talk about the sponsor stuff, right? He said that was there was a few of them who was golden.
We'll save that. We'll save that. Yeah, we'll save that.
I'll coach the LA Ballers.
What's up, Seskis?
Virginia Seskis in the building.
What's up, Ses?
I ain't gonna lie, man. The funniest thing about the internet, man, is it's undefeated, man. And
Undefeated, never lost.
Y'all have me chuckling sometime, man. And my sides be splitting reading some of the comments and just all of that stuff, man. So I appreciate it. Y'all brighten up my day at times. And even like these creative accounts, sometimes they kind of brighten up my day a little bit. But some of that's crazy. Doing a fantastic job, bro. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love. Bigs and guards who play defense. Yeah, the New York squad. This is the thing. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and the Houston squad has like a couple dudes, 6'9", 6'8". So they got some big dudes. New York, 6'7", 6'8", some big dudes. There are LA's got the one dude who was 6'10", 4-star dude, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chicago, the one kid, I'm talking about out of all of the players, even with the one big recruit who I feel like everybody went crazy over in LA, the one dude who everybody keep hitting me about is like Keezo Brown.
Yeah.
Keezo, wait till you see Keezo get out here. So I'm excited. They hyping him, so I'm ready to watch him go to work. The one thing that I will say is going to 1,000% be legit is the battle at guard. They got some guards out here and some dudes who can handle the rock who going to be going at it. That's going to be crazy. I think inside with the big dudes, obviously around this age, like, you still developing your big man game. So that's going to be interesting to see how that works out. But the guard play, man, is going to be wild. Yeah. That's one of the cool things about this league is all of the arenas that they're playing in around the country are pretty dope. Like, obviously it's not the Staples Center, you know what I'm saying, or whatever NBA arena, but they are playing in legit arenas, you know what I'm saying? So the experience is going to be pretty legit. So be on the lookout for that stuff, man. Be on the lookout, man, and be ready to get your merch.
So
you see, I got the new list, man. So we out here. Let me give y'all one more snap of this right here. Yeah. Oh.
don't hit the snap. Oh, man.
Hey,
Man. Come on, man.
oh my goodness, man. They comfortable, man. I'm finna go hooping these. Locked down, man. Yeah, man. So, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Hanging out, hanging and banging with us for a little bit. We've been on here for almost an hour, man. We got to get ready to go
Make some moves, man.
make some moves, politics some more, get this thing water whipped. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do. Like it's stir fry.
Oh. Hey,
Really?
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. Don't hurt him, man.
That's that strong man Millie Rock, man. Y'all know about that.
Don't hurt him, man.
But alright. We out, man. This is your boy AB the Hero. Hey, can we let's do this one more time on the way out. Let me see. Energy coming through the screen at this
Hit
point.
me up on Twitter, y'all. Talking with Fresh, TALKIN.
Yes.
WITH. Fresh.
And follow your boy on the Instagrams and the Twitters as well, because then on there, man, I want to give y'all some more like behind the scenes, like live update content and all that. So you know what I'm saying? So we'll get that going over there. But hey, before we dump out here, I want to drop this video for y'all one more time. I thought this was so fun, man. This was a great opportunity. This was a fun idea and just like messing around. And I was thankful that they even let us like film in there just a little bit. We're out of LA bars.
You didn't tell LeVar, dude.
Oh no. Hey, and whatever y'all do, don't tweet that video at LeVar, because he's not supposed to know we was in there. So it's a secret, you know what I'm saying? Alright, hold on. What's up, YouTube? This your main man, AB the Hero, back again with another video. And I'm coming to you live today from an undisclosed location. I'm at the Big Baller Brand warehouse, and there's been a lot of speculation and misconceptions out there, so I wanted to do a behind the scenes inspection of the warehouse just to get to the bottom of this stuff. Let's go.
BBB, that's on me. BBB, rep the team. BBB, chasing dreams. BBB, we gon' do our thing. BBB, that's on me. BBB, rep the team.
As you can see, the merch is in the building, alright? Now, I haven't seen anybody working in here yet, but you never know. Oh, what you doing here?
What you doing here?
I'm doing an investigation.
I'm trying to get a job at the customer service department.
Well, actually, man, I'm here to test out the product myself, man.
Ooh, Zio, get off, hey, whoa, yeah, hey, whoa, let me get up, hey, diamonds on my neck and wrist, they get up, hey, I came this far, you know I had to get up, ooh, Zio, get off, hey, whoa, yeah, hey, whoa, let me get up, hey, diamonds on my neck, wrist, they get up, hey, had no choice, you know I had to get up, I said I had to get up, so what you I'm doing, blue faces buying gold, always been a Bruin, except for when they losing, then I gotta keep it moving.
Now, this was exclusive, that BBB Experience. You know what I'm saying? What you think?
A1, baby.
A1. A1. You gotta know somebody who knows somebody who at least gonna get you on the line. You feel me?
Don't LeVar, we here.
Oh yeah, and hey, don't you tell LeVar we was here, cause you know how that is. It's a secret. Shh.